ever watch your scrapper run one request at a time? Yeah, painful. Let's fix that with Python Asyncio so you can run dozens of requests at once and finish way faster. I will import Asyncio. Asyncio is short for asynchronous input output. So, to create an asynchronous task, you need to write the keyword async, then write your function name. For example, mine will be main. And here I will just print start, then tell Python to wait 1 second. To tell Python to wait, you should write await and then asyncio.sleep and then write 1. This is not the same as time.sleep, and you will see later why. And after 1 second, I want to print end. You can't simply write main and run your code. This won't work. You should write asyncio.run and here write your main function. And now this will run correctly. Let's see what happens. It prints start, and then after 1 second, it prints end. But let's say I want to run multiple tasks that should wait for 1 second. I'll create a job function, and this job should have a name and seconds, how much time it takes to finish. I'll then call await asyncio.sleep and pass seconds, and I will return f string, the name of the job, and then write finish. And now I can create my main asynchronous function. And this function should print await job and pass the name of the job 1 and how much time it takes 1. And let's write 3 similar lines like this. Let's run our main asynchronous function asyncio.run and here main. What this will do, it will first run A and then wait 1 second, then B and then wait 1 second, and then C and wait 1 second. So let's run to see if that's correct. As you can see, after 3 seconds, we have all jobs done. But for example, maybe we want to start A, B, and C simultaneously and wait for every single one of them for 1 second. That means we will finish all 3 jobs at once and in 1 second. For that, we use gather and create task functions. So I will write tasks to be a list, and here I'll write asyncio.create task, and here create task, for example, job A and 1. And I will create 2 more tasks like this. And now I should store the result of those tasks in a variable and call await asyncio.gather. And this will gather all tasks. And here you should pass arguments, but first I should unpack all these tasks. And now when I print result, this will print all 3 at once. Let's see if that happens. It waited 1 second and printed all 3 at once. Now let's see the difference between writing time.sleep and asyncio.sleep. Here I will import time and let's create function async-def main. And this function again should just print start and then wait for 1 second. But now I will write time.sleep 1 second and then write print end. And when I run this, it looks the same. After 1 second, the end is printed. But there is a very big difference. And the difference is here, I don't have the keyword await. You can think of asyncio and wait as, okay, I will wait for 1 second, and while I wait, you go do something else. But when I write time.sleeps, the main event loop stops here and waits for 1 second. So it slows my code. But if you want to use this time.sleep, you have to write here await and then write asyncio.toThread and put that function in a thread and offload your event loop. Here we will write the function name time.sleep and here pass the argument 1. This will work completely the same as before. After 1 second, the end is printed. But let me show you a real world example where you can see how this works. Here I have one blocking function and it uses time sleep to sleep, and I print sleep is over. Here I have asynchronous ticker function that prints tick every 0.2 seconds, and because I need to wait 1 second, so after 5 ticks one sleep is over should be printed. And here I print start and then run the ticker function and the toThread function. And after everything is done, I print done. And let's see how this looks like. Start is printed, after 5 ticks, sleep over is printed, and after 5 ticks, done is printed. Another useful function is timeout function. I mean, wait for function, but it has a timeout feature. So let's say I have asynchronous function slow, and this slows my code for 5 seconds. And let's have a main function main, and here I will try and run await async and wait for. Here I need to pass the function slow and then write the timeout. And let's put the timeout to be 2 seconds. And except we should write asyncio.timeout error and print timed out. When I run this, my code will run for 2 seconds and print timed out because I didn't finish these 5 seconds but interrupted my code after 2. But if I write here 6 seconds, as you can see, it didn't print anything because I waited whole 6 seconds, which exceed my sleep. And the only thing left I want to show you is how to fix asynchronous functions that you can perform at a time. For example, may you have 10 tasks, but you only allow to run 3 at the same time. So let's write async def and job. Here have I should simply return something, and let's make it wait async.sleep for 1 second before returning that I. And let's create a main asynchronous function. To fix the number of tasks you want to perform at one time, you need to use a semaphore function. So I'll write here asyncio.semaphore. This is actually a class, and pass the fixed number of jobs you want. Here I want 3. Then write async def limited I, and inside here I'll write with sem, because sem is actually a context manager I can work with, and it should be asynchronous, so I should write async with, and inside here return await and the job of I. I want to actually store those results, so I'll write result variable, write await asyncio dot gather, and inside this gather unpack a generator limited here pass I for I in range 10. And after this is done, I want to print the results. Let's see what happens when I run the code. As you can see, my whole code is completed in roughly 3 seconds. It didn't wait 10 to finish all of them. If you found this useful and you want to master your Python even more, watch my Python course and don't forget to subscribe for more Python tutorials.